friends, in today's video I am participating in a collaboration hosted by Ingrid from the Ingrid Chronicles. I will have her channel and the playlist linked in the description box below, and after you're done watching my video, don't forget to go check out the playlist. This video, the premise of it is that we will be wrapping Christmas gifts, trying to get those going. I've got a lot to do. I barely got started on them. And chat while we're wrapping presents. Now, I don't plan on getting done wrapping today, but because if I did, this video would be way too long. But I'm going to get started on it. But I was thinking, like, what am I going to chat about? So what I did is I went online and I found some questions. I think I Googled get to know me Christmas questions or something like that. And so I'm going to answer some of these questions while I wrap some presents, and hopefully you will get to know me better. And if you've been watching my channel for a while, some of these answers probably won't be new to you. So anyway, without further ado, let's get going. I got a lot of wrapping to do. So I'm not really going to show the presents that I'm wrapping because I know that some of my family members might watch my video. And so obviously I don't want them to have their surprises for Christmas ruined. So I'm going to answer a question and then I will wrap a present and I'll put it on fast speed on with music, set to music, and then we'll just kind of do the video that way. Question number 1. Use one noise to describe how excited you are for Christmas. I'd have to say, yippee! Is that a noise or is that a word? Or ee! I'm really excited for Christmas this year. Yeah, I haven't been super excited for Christmas for the last few years, but this year I'm super excited for Christmas. So before I get started wrapping my first present, I just kind of wanted to show you what I typically do. Some people will have one different wrap for each family member, and they'll wrap all the person's presents in that wrap, and that's kind of a cute idea, but that's not what I do. Typically every year I find one gift wrap that I really like, which is this dog one this year, and then I find gift wrap that kind of coordinates with it, and then I just wrap all of our presents out of those choices, so then everything like coordinates underneath the Christmas tree. That is what I like to do. So this is my choices for this year. This wrap was actually left over from last year. I don't have a whole lot of it, but yeah, those are our choices for this year, or my choices for this year. I have been fiddling around for 15 minutes trying to get the lighting better because we have this overhead light right above our bed and it's glaring down on my face, and so it makes me look terribly washed out. So I think I finally found the correct setup for doing the questions part of this video. Oh my goodness, it's been ridiculous trying to get this set up. This room, my bedroom, is just terrible because we got two big windows on one side which backlights me, and then we got this above the bed fan with lights that are yellow and are just horrible. So anyway, I'm hoping now I've finally got this set up where I don't look like a washed out ghost. So let's do question 2. Do you open any Christmas presents on Christmas Eve? No, we do not. It's never been a tradition of ours to do that. Though when the children were little, we would go to my in-laws' house for Christmas Eve, and of course they would open gifts there from their grandma and grandpa. But both of my in-laws have passed away. My kids are adults now, and so we don't go anywhere with family on Christmas Eve. So no, and we've never had a tradition of opening presents in our home on Christmas Eve. So the answer to that question is no, we do not. Question number 3. What holiday traditions are you looking forward to most this year? It's probably the same holiday tradition that I look forward to every year, and that's what we do for Christmas Eve. We go around, we eat our supper, and then by that time it's dark, because it gets dark at 5:30 this time of year. And then we go out and drive around looking at Christmas lights. Sometimes we'll stop, most times we'll stop at like a convenience store or somewhere like something like that and get some snacks to eat in the car. And we'll go around, we'll go to like 2 or 3 different towns nearby and look at Christmas lights for maybe an hour, 2 hours. Then we come home and we watch It's a Wonderful Life. We've got a big screen, like a theater screen that we pull down, and an overhead projector that we can watch the movie through. So it's like kind of like a movie theater experience. We watch It's a Wonderful Life, then the kids go to bed, and Scott and I stuff the stockings, and I set the table for breakfast, and I get it all looking magical. It was really super magical when the kids were little. Not so much anymore. They're past the magical stage of Christmas, but they still enjoy all of our family traditions, and that is one of my favorite traditions to do, and I look forward to it every year. Question number 4, is your Christmas tree real or fake? It is fake. It's an artificial tree. We've had this tree this will be our 23rd Christmas of having our main tree that we have. I have lots of trees. I love Christmas trees. I love decorating them. I love Christmas ornaments, and I think that's why I love Christmas trees, because you have to have a tree to put your ornaments on, right? But anyway, our main tree that's in our main living area, we've had it, this will be our 23rd year of having it. And that is because up until that point, we would always go out and get a real tree. But the year that my son was a baby, he would have been not quite a year old. He was born in February, so it was that next January or so when we took our tree down. So he was about 11 months old. We took our tree down, and for some reason that year the tree died so quick, and we had actually cut it. So it wasn't like one we had bought off a lot. We'd gone and cut the tree, and we kept it watered, but it just died. It just died really quick. And so it had all these sharp needles that just fell off. And of course, when we drug it out of the house, we took it through the patio door, and I cleaned it up as best I could. Well, a few days later, my son, who was crawling around, was messing around by the patio door, and I didn't think anything of it. And then all of a sudden I heard him choking. So I scooped him up and took him over to the kitchen sink and was pounding on his back, and up comes a dried up Christmas tree needle that he had picked out of the track of the patio door. When my husband got home from work that night, I said, that's it. We're going, and we're gonna get a fake tree. And they had all the Christmas trees at like 70% off at that time, because it was after Christmas. And so we went and got our tree, but then we didn't put it up till the next year. So, and we've had that tree for, like I said, this will be our 23rd Christmas with that tree, and it is definitely showing its age, and we're actually considering ditching it and getting a new one this year. After Christmas again, we'll wait till the after Christmas sales, but that just kind of depends on if we can find one we like after this Christmas. But anyway, long story to say, we have a fake tree because after that choking incident, I said we are never having another real tree. Question number 5, what is your favorite Christmas movie? And it has to be It's a Wonderful Life. I think it's because I just love vintage things anyway, and that's a very vintage movie, and because it has such fond memories of our Christmas Eve traditions. Question number 6. Where do you usually spend your Christmas holiday? We spend it here at home. We've never traveled for Christmas. All of my family is very close. All of my husband's family are very close. And so we've never really needed to go anywhere. When my mother was alive, we would go to my parents' house on Christmas afternoon. But my parents live right next door to me, so it was just basically walking across the yard. My mother's passed away now, so we don't really have the big family get-togethers anymore. So my dad, he usually goes to my brother's house for Christmas, and so yeah, we just basically stay home, and I stay in my pajamas all day. Number 7. What is your favorite Christmas song? My favorite Christmas song is one that I don't think most people have heard that much or know much about it. It's called See Amid the Winter Snow, and it is the Julie Andrews version that I really, really like. It's just peaceful and calm. If you get a chance, look it up. I don't know if I'll see if I can find it here on YouTube, the Julie Andrews version, and if I can, I will link it in the description box below. But if I can't, if you ever get a chance to hear that version of See Amid the Winter Snow, I would definitely do it. It's just such a beautiful song. Number 8. What is your favorite all-time holiday treat / sweet? Oh, I would have to say it is my homemade cinnamon rolls. Or probably even more than the cinnamon rolls is my homemade pineapple coffee cake / braid, yeast bread braid. I make them both for Christmas morning because some members of my family prefer the cinnamon rolls, other members of my family prefer the pineapple braid, and so I just make both. I share it with my dad. And yeah, the Christmas braid, the pineapple braid, was something that my mother always made for us for Christmas morning. She would always make a huge breakfast of sausage gravy over biscuits and the pineapple braid. Well, I don't do the sausage gravy over biscuits. My family's not really a huge breakfast family. They prefer fried eggs if they're going to have anything. And so I started my own tradition of doing the cinnamon rolls, but then when my mother passed away, I started the tradition of also doing the pineapple braid, and I just love it. It is so good. I think I shared it on this channel some time ago. I don't remember, but I'll have to do an updated version of that video at some point, but it's my favorite because it tastes good and there's so many fond memories that go along with it. Question number 9. What is the best or favorite Christmas present that you have ever received? Hands down, it has got to be my dog, Lucy. When Olivia was about 3 years old, I started getting a baby craving again, and my husband, who is 12 years older than me, was done. He didn't want any more babies. So he bought me a puppy instead, and we picked Lucy up the day, I think it was the day before Christmas. I think it was Christmas Eve. I can't remember. It was either the day before Christmas or the day after Christmas, but it was right at Christmas time, and she was my Christmas present that year, my main Christmas present, and she was such a loyal dog all the years that we had her. She passed away 2 years ago, 2019 she passed away, and she was 15 years old, and yeah, I could never top it. That present could never be topped. She was the best present that I ever had. Question 10. When do you start getting excited for Christmas? Well, it kind of varies, I think, from year to year. This year, I really started getting excited for Christmas in October, like way before Halloween even. But usually my excitement starts the week of Thanksgiving. Typically in the past, I would always decorate the house. I'd wait till the day after Thanksgiving to decorate the house. As I've gotten older, I've started decorating more, and the job has become more intense. And when I started my YouTube channel, I like to share my decorating videos before the holidays are over. So I've started decorating sooner, which I think I'm going to start doing that every year from now on. Not only is it easier on me, I can share my videos, and I enjoy the process so much more. It becomes a joy and not a chore. It's not like something that, oh man, it's the day after Thanksgiving, I gotta drag all these tubs out and tear the house apart and wear myself out for 3 days decorating the house. No, it's been a much more relaxing and enjoyable process this year, and I started before Halloween decorating. So I'll probably start doing it that way from now on. But I do kind of just, every year it's a little bit different. This one I didn't gauge the paper quite right. So instead of unwrapping it and starting over, I'm just I cut another piece that matches this wrap, and I'm going to just kind of stick it in there. Fold it over to make up the gap. So that's kind of a little trick if you need to use, if you don't judge the wrapping right. I didn't want to waste this paper, and so that's what you can do. You can just kind of, especially if it's a gift for the family member that's, that's not going to any kind of an event, where it doesn't have to look super duper professional or anything like that. You can kind of get away with it, because really on Christmas morning, your kids don't care what the wrapping paper looks like. They only care what's inside the wrap. And a lot of times the faster they can get it off, the better. So you see, didn't look too bad, and I was able to save the wrap and not have to totally redo this gift. Number 11, what would be your dream place to visit during the holiday season? Wow, that's difficult. Okay, and if we had all the money in the world, that, money was no object, I would probably want to visit somewhere like Germany and Holland and Switzerland. I just love the traditions that have come from Germany. That, the Christmas tree came from Germany, and all the snow, and I don't know, the idyllic images that I have of that area during the Christmas holiday season. I think that would probably be someplace I would really enjoy visiting, if I enjoyed flying. I don't like flying, so I probably won't ever go anywhere that requires getting on a plane ever again. But if I could teleport myself, I would go there for sure. Another little tip. I have those stick-on labels, the Christmas labels that say to and from. I have them. I have looked everywhere. I cannot find them. I cleaned my office, and so things have disappeared. I know I put them away somewhere, and could I tell you where I put them? No, I cannot. But I want to get this gift wrapping done, and I don't want to have to run to the store to get more of those tags. So this is what we used to do when I was growing up. Just take a piece of paper, write to, from, and tape it on. So I'm doing that, and I'm also using some address labels that, my insurance company sends me those. So I've got a ton of them. I'm just writing the name on over the address label just so that it sticks on easier, so I don't have to use tape. And I know as soon as I'm done wrapping all these gifts, I'll find those gift tags, because that's what always happens. Number 12, do you make New Year's resolutions, and if so, do you keep them? I don't really. I try to make goals for myself for the for the next year, and I'm not perfect about keeping my goals or meeting my goals. The one goal that I've had for this year, and knock wood, the year's almost over, was to have a quiet time every morning and read through this devotional book that I have. It's a 365-day devotional book. Now, to be honest, I have missed a few days, but if I've missed a day, I make it up. I will read the little devotional things that I missed. But for the most part, I have kept that. My camera storage was full, so I got cut off there, but I think I was about done to say, for the most part, I kept that goal. Question 13, what makes the holidays special for you? Well, it's two things, the meaning and the reason for the season. That's kind of a cliche thing to say, but it reminds me of Jesus and what he did for me. He came to earth as a baby, and he lived this life for 33 years with all of its hardships. He suffered just like everyone else, and then he willingly sacrificed his life on the cross to cover my sin so that someday I could go to heaven. That's the greatest gift you could ever get, for someone to lay down their life for you. And so he did that for me, and I'm thankful for that and grateful, and I'm always happy that this time of year really brings that memory or that thought back into your memory and foremost into your mind. And then the second thing is my family. I love spending time with my family. I am a homebody. I'm a family person, and family means a lot to me. And to be able to show my love to them by giving them gifts at Christmas time is just really special. And I think those two reasons are what make the holiday most special to me. Friends, that is all the Christmas questions that I have for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed the Christmas music as I was wrapping presents and getting those things done. I'm not done yet, but I got a lot of it done, and I'm really thankful for any amount of wrapping I could get done. And this video gave me an opportunity to do it in a fun way. Thanks to Ingrid for doing this collaboration, for organizing it, and for inviting me to join. Don't forget to check out her channel and the playlist. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section below and answer one of these questions in the comment section below so that I can get to know you a little better as well. Thanks so much for watching, friends, and we will talk to you later. Bye-bye.